Hi, my name is Trinity. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're just gonna get the general things out of the way before we dive on in. All the decks I used are listed down in the description below. Black Lives Matter donations listed down below as well. And then my social medias, so Instagram and TikTok, are linked in the description as well. I do offer personal readings. Best way to get one of those would to be DMing me on Insta, and that's about it. So today we're going to be doing a collective reading for January 2021 for the water signs. So that's going to be in the order of, let's see, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. So let's just dive right on into it, and I'll see you at Cancer. Yeah. Apollo, Aphrodite, Serket, any spirit, entity, deity connected with Cancer. January 2021. Where are they at right now? What do they need to know? Five of Wands. Most likely outcome. Apollo, Aphrodite, Serket, any spirit, entity, or deity connected with Cancer. Constellations for January 2021. January 2021 clarifications. Two clarifiers for the Knight of Wands, please. Two clarifiers for the Five of Wands. Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Alrighty, and two clarifiers for the Fool. circuit. Any spirit, entity, or deity connected with Cancers. Okay. Final clarification for the Knight of Wands. One of these. This one. King of Wands. Okay. Final clarification for the 5. Christ. Alright. One of these. One of these. This. Okay. Final clarifier for the Fool. This. Queen of Wands. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, Cancer. So I got your cards already, so let's just dive right on into it. First card you got for where you're at right now, you got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is all about, you know, rushing towards what you want. It's going towards what makes you passionate and what gives you kind of that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's taking charge and rushing in. It can be a little bit impulsive, a little bit brash. I don't necessarily feel that, but it's definitely something to look out for. For the most part, I just see you being in this state of wanting to take charge and do what you need to do. To clarify that, you got the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about new ideas, new clarity, new perceptions, and new conversations, right? So there may be some kind of situation where you need to talk something over with someone, or you could just be, you know, having this new epiphany of what you want to do and what you want to go towards in your life. Yeah. As further clarification, you got the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is all about collaboration, teamwork, you know, making the dream work, that sort of thing. It's about your support system as well. Yeah. And then your final clarification is the King of Wands. So you're going from the Knight to the King. I'm not quite sure if this is your energy or somebody else's. It could be, you know, somebody who you're going to have this kind of 3 Pentacles-y relationship with, you know, someone who helps you and supports you and tries to make things work with you and stuff. Or it could be you feeling supported and moving from a place of being the Knight into being the King. You know, whatever resonates. Yeah. Your second card for what you need to know, you got the 5 of Wands. Lots of wands in this reading. I don't know, are you dealing with a fire sign maybe or something? Or maybe you got some fire in your chart. I know, baby, I'm a Leo moon. And that is some of the only fire in my chart. I am very water dominant. Yeah, so 5 of Wands is all about friction, discord, it's petty arguments, things like that. I feel like it's kind of linked with that Ace of Swords. You know, you may have to have a conversation with somebody that, you know, you don't necessarily want to have, that you feel like might cause some issues. It's important to just say those things, though. I know I'm not really one to. I'm not confrontational. I like avoiding the problems. Gang, but yeah. As further clarification for that, you got the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is all about expansion. It's after you've decided what path you're going to go on, going down it and taking the steps to move forward into the future and do what you want. As further clarification, you got the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about independence. It's working hard, getting everything you want. It's luxury. It's enjoying the fruits of your labors and that kind of vibe. It can be being single, but I also just see it as being like very in your element, in your power. You know where you're at, you know what you're doing. You don't really need anyone else to tell you anything because you got it on lock and you got a sick ass bird. So like, what are they gonna tell you? Nothing. Your final clarification for that is the Ten of Pentacles. So there's actually a lot of like growth in this reading. You go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. You go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is all about legacy, you know, it's foundations, it's abundance, equity. I don't even really know what equity means. I just heard it. I think it's house stuff. Equity. Yeah, isn't equity like assets? I don't know. Yeah, but you're going along this path. You're going to be going from the 9 to the 10. Your final card for your most likely outcome, you got the Fool. So the Fool is all about taking chances. It's taking that leap of faith. It's a little bit of naivety, but in the best kind of way, you know? It's trusting that things are going to work out and just doing what you want and going for it and starting that new adventure, starting that new chapter of your life. And that's honestly a great thing to end off on. I mean, it's January. It's the beginning of the year. You have nothing else to lose. 2020 was bad enough. May as well make this one somewhat something, you know? To further clarify, you got the Ten of Wands. Again, lots of wands in this reading, lots of pence too. Lots of pence, lots of wands. Yeah, so the Ten of Wands is kind of about feeling burdened, feeling overwhelmed. It is a 10, so it is a card of completion. The way I think about it is, I don't know if I'm gonna really be able to show you without glare on this, but there's a little house in the background, and I always think of like, he's carrying like firewood, like a shit ton of firewood, and he's tired, he wants to put it down, but he's so close to where he's taking it. He can see it just a few yards up ahead. It's like, what's the point in giving up now? May as well just finish it out, right? I could have given up way back there, but I didn't, so I may as well just end it strong, right? As further clarification, you got the Ten of Pentacles again. 10-10. Oh, I saw 10-10 this morning. Huh? Okay. Yeah, so a synchronicity for you. Just, again, you know, legacy, abundance, having everything you want, having a strong foundation, and, you know, being grounded and practical. And then your final card of clarification is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, I just keep hearing like sensual in my head, which is true because, you know, the wands are fire. They're this suit of passion and sex, I guess. You know, the Ace of Wands is kind of seen to be a sex card. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands is standing firm in your boundaries. She's creative. She goes for what she wants. She takes it. Very like Sagittarius energy, you know, because all Sages are hot. I've never met a Sagittarius that isn't hot, and that's on facts. But you know, she's adventurous and fun, and she does what she wants, and she doesn't really wait for anyone else's permission to do anything, and she makes what she wants to make. She does what she wants to do, and she deals with who she wants to deal with. And if somebody is pressing those boundaries, she's a snap. she's gonna snap. She's gonna burn you. Get your hand out of the oven if you don't want to get baked. I don't know if that's anything people actually say. I know I'd like to get baked. Yeah. So, also, interesting thing to note, you got the King and the Queen of Wands. So, usually when you get like the King and the Queen a suit, it's kind of like a perfect match. I do see that you have somebody that you're kind of dealing with, I think, because you have this Three of Wands, this Ace of Swords, this Five of Wands. You know, I feel like there is somebody that it doesn't feel like romantic right now. It could possibly have the potential, especially with, you know, that pairing there. But I definitely feel like there's somebody else involved in this. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, just say what you gotta say. Do what you gotta do. You know, there may be some friction, some kind of, you know, unhappiness around it, but just because, you know, it might not make somebody else happy doesn't mean it's not what you need to do. Yeah, just heard like unblock your throat chakra, unblock it, say some shit, say your shit. Yeah, I hope that was able to give somebody some sort of clarity or insight. It gave me clarity and insight, but, you know, I'm not the only Cancer that matters here. We'll leave it at that because I don't want to come off as a narcissist. Anyway, yeah, I hope that was able to give somebody some sort of insight or clarity. If you have any comments, criticisms, or would like to let me know how this resonated for you, you can go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. I'd be so very happy to read it. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, I think we're doing Pisces now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circat, any spirit, entity, deity connected with Pisces. Alright. January 2021. Where's Pisces right now? On these? What does Pisces need to know? Most likely outcome. Cute. All right. Okay. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circat, any spirit, entity, deity connected with Pisces. Clarifications for January 2021. 2 clarifiers for the Hermit, please. Whoa. All right. One of these. Just one. Okie dokie. One more clarifier for the Hermit, please. Ouch. That hurt. Is it one of these? Okay. One more clarifier for the Hermit. Okay, one of these. This one. All right. 2 clarifiers for the 5 of Swords. Well, definitely that one. This one. Right, 2 clarifiers for the Lovers. One of these, and then this. Okay. This one? All right. Okay. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circuit, Collective. Final clarifier. All right. Final clarifier. All right. And then final clarifier. One of these? Okay. All right. Okie dokie, Pisces, I have your cards already, so let's just dive right on into it. First card you got for where you're at right now, you got the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about isolating, taking time to yourself, you know, it's introspection and reflection, kind of looking at who you are, what you want, learning more about yourself, and kind of looking at that shadow side you have. To clarify that, you got the Sun. So the Sun is a card of joy, happiness, you know, all the good things in life. As further clarification, you got the Hermit again, you know. If I could hold things, that would be cool. Double Hermit energy. So just really a reminder that if you're not taking time right now for yourself, you really should be. If you're not doing your introspection, you really should be, because you can only get that sun when you do the work, you know. Sometimes it's cloudy. You gotta be able to part those clouds, babe. And your final clarification is the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is all about things, you know, moving very fast. 8 is the number of movement. Yeah, so the 8 of Wands is like rocket launching something. It's moving faster than you expected to, and having kind of better results than you expected as well. Yeah. Your second card for what you need to know, you got the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is all about fighting, friction, it's arguments. It's a little more cutting than the 5 of Wands, because 5 of Swords is when somebody's willing to say shit that's actually gonna hurt you. You know? Yeah. To clarify that, you got the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is all about charity, equality. It's a balance between give and take, you know? Yeah. So there could be a lack of balance. Yeah. As further clarification, you got the Devil. So the Devil is all about codependent relationships, whether that's with people, substances, whatever, you know, it's codependency, it's chaining yourself to something because you think you need it. And that's kind of why I get the vibe of the inequality with the Six of Pentacles, is because you have this devil following it right up. So there could be some friction in regard to, you know, you feeling like you give too much and you don't get it returned by the people that you associate with or deal with. Yeah. And your final clarification is judgment. So judgment is all about judging yourself, judging others. It could be judging too harshly, but it's also, you know, making a decision, making a choice based on what you've seen and how you feel. I just heard like actions speak louder than words. It's paying attention to someone's actions and looking at how they actually treat you and actually, you know, interact with you, and making your choices based on that and not just what they say. Your final card for your most likely outcome, you got the Lovers. So the Lovers is, you know, it was also called the choice. It's having to make a decision. It's having to look within yourself and, you know, decide what aligns with you, your morals, your goals, what you want in life. I'm so sorry. Yeah. It can be a card of, you know, relationships and things like that. Yeah. To clarify that, you got, dropped it. You got the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is creation, it's passion, it is taking charge, doing what you want, and standing firm in your boundaries. It's yeah, it's being in control and not letting other people, you know, cloud your judgment or judgment. Yeah, it's not letting other people cloud your judgment or influence your decisions. As further clarification, you got the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is heartbreak, betrayal. It's kind of like getting stabbed in the back. Yeah. And your final card is the Tower. So the Tower is sudden upheaval, sudden change. It's you know, lightning striking. It's chaos and disorder, and definitely not what you wanted to happen. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is, through this month, January, the only true happiness you're gonna get is through yourself, through introspecting and taking time and being alone and cutting out this person, whoever they are or whatever they are. Yeah. I mean, you can't avoid the Tower. You just have to make the changes that you have to make before it strikes. You have to get out of there before the storm, you know? I think the best way to do that would be cutting ties with whatever it is that you're codependent on. And if you don't, it's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt quite a bit. Yeah, sorry for that downer of a reading, Pisces. I hope that was able to give you some sort of insight or clarity as to what you need to know for the month of January. Yeah, if you have any comments, criticisms, or would like to let me know how this resonated with you, you can go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. I would love to read it. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you later. Bye. Alright. Okie dokie, Scorpio now. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circuit, any spirit, entity, or deity connected with Scorpio. 2021. For Scorpio right now. Nine of Swords. What does Scorpio need to know? Seven of Swords. What is Scorpio's most likely outcome? Magician. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circuit, any spirit, entity, or deity connected with Scorpio. Clarification for 2021. Two clarifiers for the Nine of Swords. Both of these? Alright. Two clarifiers for the Seven of Swords. One of these. In reverse. Okay. There's upright or reverse. Upright or reverse. Oh, okay. Apollo, Aphrodite, Circuit, any spirit, entity, deity connected with Scorpio. Okay. A final clarification for the Nine of Swords. And these. Okay. final clarifier for the Seven of Swords. Face up or down? Down? This one? Seven of Cups. Final clarifier for the Magician. One of these? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Scorpio. So I got your cards already, so let's just dive right on into it. First card you got for where you're at right now, you got the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is all about anxiety, fear, being up in your head about something, it's being scared. Yeah. It's looking right into the maw of the monster. Yeah, I love the word maw. What a great word. Okay. Yeah. To clarify that, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Woo-hoo. Okay, no, that's gonna work. Yeah, so the Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings, new opportunities, generally in finance or some sort of project or something that just brings stability and groundedness. Yeah. As further clarification, you got the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is all about satisfaction, wish fulfillment. And as your final clarification, you got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is all about focusing on the negative, not looking at the good, and just kind of dwelling on it. So what I see for where you're at right now, you're going to be missing out on it too. You're going to be missing out on an opportunity that really could bring you a lot of happiness because you're too damn fucking scared to. You're focusing too much on what you've lost, what you don't have, and you're not paying attention to the fact that you still have 2 full cups. You know, it's not as much as 5, but it's better than nothing, you know. You're focusing too much on what you lost and not what you have. Yeah. Your second card for what you need to know, you got the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about deception, dishonesty, miscommunication. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody that could be lying to you or just not communicating something with you fully, you know, because, you know, well, it's not lying if I don't say anything. It's just omitting the truth. It's dishonesty still, though, you know. To clarify that, you got the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is all about greed, possessiveness, holding on too long to something that you know you should let go of. I kind of saw this, like somebody diving into the water after something they dropped. And then they grab hold of it and it pulls them down with it because it's too heavy and it's something you should let go of. And instead it's anchoring you down to the bottom of the ocean floor. Yeah, dark. Okay, cool. As further clarification, you got the World in reverse. I don't normally read reversals. This time I felt called to. As soon as this card popped out, I just heard you're not listening to the signs or you're not paying attention to the signs, you're not listening. You're not listening. Somebody is showing you who they are. Somebody is showing you who they are, and you're not paying attention to it. And it's going to end up with you getting hurt if you don't listen and you don't take somebody's actions as gospel of what they want or what they think. Because people can say whatever they want. People can say, oh, I'm not self-serving. Oh, I really do love you. Oh, I would never, ever hurt you. And then they can do the opposite of that. They can be self-serving. They can love you and still hurt you, you know. Unfortunately, not everyone's word is their bond. Yeah, your final clarifier is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is all about daydreams, illusions. It's kind of having a lot of options open to you. I see this as having your head too stuck up in the clouds to notice what's going on right in front of you. For me, it links with that Nine of Swords that you have for where you're at right now. You're too busy thinking about what you're scared about, and in turn bringing it about, because that's how it works. What you think of, you bring. You're too busy up in your head thinking about all the things that might go wrong and might scare you, that you're not listening to what this person is actually saying or actually doing. You're not listening to where they're contradicting themselves, or, you know? Yeah. As your final card for your most likely outcome, you got the Magician. So the Magician is all about attraction, magic. It's using your skills and your knowledge and your intelligence to bring about what you want. Again, though, with the Nine of Swords and the the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups being in your head, thinking about the things you're scared about, and then you have the Magician, you're gonna bring that about if you keep dwelling on it. To clarify that, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is doing the daily work. It's, you know, watering the garden. You don't plant your seeds every day, but you gotta water them. You gotta make sure they get sun. Yeah, it's doing the daily work, the minute kind of grind things that you have to do all the time that you never get out of. As further clarification, you got the Five of Swords again. Yeah, so synchronicity is, again, you're looking too much on the bad side of things. And, you know, if you keep looking too much on the bad side of things, you're gonna magician them right into your fucking life. Yeah. And then your final clarification is the Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is all about immature communication. To me, it's kind of like a card of lurking, like Facebook stalking or some shit like that. Yeah. So overall, looks like your January is gonna be interesting, to say the least. You know, you're missing out on opportunities right now by being too up in your head. Something that could be, you know, that could bring about real happiness and real contentment, real satisfaction. Instead, you're too busy looking on the negatives and not paying attention to what people are showing you and who they are. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm sorry. I was just looking at, so both the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite, they're both looking in the same direction. It looks like they're looking at the same thing, almost, except for, you know, if Pence, he's looking at his crops. But it's the same kind of, you know, staring down at something and waiting, either waiting for the clock to reverse or waiting for something to grow, which, you know, a watched pot never boils. Especially if you're sitting there thinking about how it's never ever gonna boil because your stove is just so broken, and, you know, does your gas even work, and blah blah blah, you know, all those things. Yeah, I would say your main piece of advice that I can give you for January would be, try to get out of your head a little bit. Try to stop focusing on the negatives and the things that are going wrong, because you're just going to bring that out more. And pay attention to the people you have in your life, because I feel like there's someone who isn't to be trusted. Yeah. I hope that was able to give you some sort of clarity or insight. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or criticisms, or would like to let me know how this resonated with you, you can leave that down in the comment section below. I would absolutely love to read it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Bye.